So I recently picked up a game that I had never played before. I had never even remotely touched it. And that game is Overwatch. I know I'm probably the last person on the planet to have played this game. Is there even really a soul out there that hasn't played it at least once? Now that I have it, probably not. Overwatch took over the world in 2016, and it didn't really catch my eye at the time when there were other games like Bloodborne coming out that were way more appealing to me. These Pixar-looking characters just didn't really interest me at the time. Recently I thought back to how much I used to love playing Team Fortress 2, and I thought I'd give it a go. So I did 3 streams with my friend John, who is a bit more experienced with the game, to see how I liked it. I got to level 32 or something, played around with each character, and thought it would be fun to give a little review of the game despite the fact that nobody asked for it. I'll start off with the game's look. This game looks amazing. The characters and world have a very colorful, over-the-top, sort of animated kids movie style to them. Whether or not that's your style, and you like it or you don't like it, you cannot deny that this is of quality. Every character looks very appealing. The way each character is designed and animated tells you everything you need to know about them. That's very surprisingly difficult to do with character art, especially when you need to crank out over 20 protagonists. For example, just by glancing at them you can tell that Junkrat is insane, Lucio is very upbeat. You can tell that Mei is very kind and sweet, and you can tell that Reaper is an edgelord. This makes for very relatable and well-made characters. The environments are very similar. They each have a very colorful and stylistic appearance. They all have their own personality and can be differentiated from each other. As far as playability goes, this game also excels. The level design is very good for the format of the game. Each level has a sort of a main route to each objective that you're meant to interact with. Aside from that, there are many little roads, shortcuts through buildings, rooftops, balconies. Some places have open sky, some have ceilings for flying characters to not be able to just do what they want. That makes each map and match more strategic, unpredictable, and exciting. Each character also has a very specific purpose to fulfill. They all have a very specific set of skills at which they excel, and they all have their own weaknesses as well. Certain characters are even very good or very bad against other characters. It's like a giant 20-way rock, paper, scissors. It's so beautiful. The balance is mostly very good. Each character even has a unique powerful move called an ultimate that will charge up throughout the game. You can use it at different intervals strategically to try to gain an advantage. Some ultimate moves may seem disappointing, but then you realize that disappointing ultimates are usually put onto pretty already very powerful characters, so it all kind of works out. Next up, I wanted to talk about the controls. They are very, very responsive and very tight. You won't really ever catch yourself saying things like, "That's not what I pressed," or anything like that. Some of the button assignments don't make much sense, but you can change all of them, so it's not a big deal. For example, I changed Moira's button layout a bit. With the PS4 version, most of the character's primary method of dealing damage, like their basic fire, is usually the R2 button. However, on Moira, that was her heal, and her attack was the L2 button. It also didn't make much sense that her heal was the right trigger because on screen her heal is in her left hand, and the opposite is true for her damage. So I just switched the triggers around and it made a lot more sense visually, and now everything is all dandy. Another aspect in a lot of games is the story. Does this game have one? Yes. Is it good? Yes. Is it pretty much unnecessary? Yes. With games like this, I kind of find the story a little just extra stuff. It's mostly a first-person shooter. It doesn't need the story, but it is there if you want it. It's really just extra content. It doesn't impact the gameplay at all, so that's all I'm going to say about it. Segue! As you probably know, this game is an online game. Don't even really bother with it if you can't play online. This game's offline mode is just a barren wasteland of maybe a tutorial and not much else. But I wanted to talk about how it performs. So far, I have experienced little to no lag, very minimal frame rate drops during very chaotic events, so the online play works beautifully. Mechanically, this game is almost flawless. The hitboxes are great, shots land very well, shots that miss. Combat is very, very smooth. Absolutely no complaints here. So with complaints in mind, let's talk about all the things I don't like about this game. Honestly, the things I don't like about this game are more nitpicks than anything. My first impression when I saw some gameplay was that this game is very chaotic, and if I started playing it, I would have no idea what was happening, and I was right. But you do learn very quickly how all the characters work, what their moves are, what the game modes are, and then it all starts to clear up. One thing I do wish they would put in is a brief set of invincibility frames when you start to perform a very long ultimate. Not even during the ultimate, just when you start. There are so many moments where I hit triangle to do my ultimate, and before my animation even starts, someone just headshots me or something, and that's it. The ultimate goes back to 0. The game has considered that ultimate used up. The enemy didn't even really call it. I mean, they can call it if you make it obvious that you're about to do it, but most of the time for me it's just really bad luck. And it's frustrating to not even start the ultimate at all, and to have the game consider it used up. There is one ultimate that I hate, and it's freaking divas. This thing, in my opinion, is horribly unbalanced. Unless you're just lucky enough to be one of the select few characters that has an ability that lets you get away or survive in time, and you're lucky enough to have that ability ready to be used, this just outright kills everybody, and there's nothing you can do. Other characters have counters to their ultimates. Some ultimates can be avoided, some characters can be killed during the ultimate, but not this. When D.Va gets her ultimate, then she just basically decides that you're going to die this day. It does so much damage, and the range is so big that you don't really have much hope. I swear half the time the play of the game at the end of the match is a freaking D.Va using her ultimate. The developers know it's overpowered too. They made her voice line nerf this, and she uses it. I can feel them sitting up in Blizzard headquarters looking back down at us, just laughing at us peasants getting blown to bits by some suicidal robot. All that aside, there's one real problem with this game, and it's not even really a problem with the game, it's a problem with the people who play it. Most of them have no idea what they're doing. Oh, it's an objective we need to capture? Let's go do everything else. Oh, the opposing team blew through the match in 40 seconds. It's weird how effective it is to stay together and operate as a team. Oh hey, they wiped our team out. Let's all go back over there really spread out one at a time just to make sure they can kill us all again really easily. Freaking started the match and the game told us that we need a healer, and the freaking level 4 that took 6.5 Lord of the Rings movies to pick a character decided he was gonna pick Hanzo. Oh great, a freaking level 4 playing Hanzo. Yeah, I bet you really play him well. Freaking spends the entire game walking around the edges of the map trying to kill all 0 stragglers. Oh hey, I got headshot at the objective. Maybe you could have made a difference, Hanzo, but probably not because you suck. Okay, no, but seriously, the biggest problem with the game, especially at lower levels, is that people don't really want to operate as a team, and that's what this game requires of you to be successful. A lot of these people are interested in getting kills. They think that getting kills means they're doing well, but this game is about objectives, and if you aren't being a presence helping your team, your kills won't do an awful lot of good. People like to go off solo and try to pick off people that aren't yet presenting a threat. It's pretty much like trying to play with a 5-person team instead of a 6-person team. They reflect the fact that they only value kills when they vote for MVP after the match. When they're presented several options to choose who the strongest player was, they will usually vote for the player with, say, 13 kills instead of the player who healed the most life or had the most time protecting the objective or something else actually useful. This game is near perfect, and if it weren't for the people playing it, it would be a pure joy to play. However, the players are not an inherent part of the game's actual quality, so I'm not going to knock it down for that, it's just worth noting. With all this in mind, I'm going to rate the game. But I'm going to rate the game. I'm going to rate it a 9 out of 10. It is an incredible amount of fun, and definitely worth purchasing and playing. It's also nice to see a game that could totally microtransaction the crap out of you, but it restrains itself to a one-time purchase, and all of the content is fully unlockable, so kudos for that. Also, if you're wondering how close it is to Team Fortress 2, it's Team Fortress 2. It's It's basically like a reskinned Team Fortress 2. The characters are a lot more unique. They all have abilities instead of just kind of having different weapons, but the format is largely the same. Well, that's all I have to say about the game, so bye!